Hello, beautiful soul. Today we're delving into a subject that is as timeless as it is urgent. The alchemy of truth and the need to restore balance between the divine feminine and masculine energies. Truth is often seen as static, a solid, unmoving force. But in reality, truth is fluid, alive, and ever-changing. What may feel true today may unravel tomorrow, and this fluidity is not a flaw. It is part of truth's sacred design. Truth is not something we control. It is something we meet with open hearts and evolving minds. In this episode, we'll explore how truth expands when held in balance, how imbalance in our understanding of the divine has shaped humanity, and how healing this imbalance invites us to co-create a more harmonious world. Let's begin with the question, what is truth? In many ways, truth is what resonates deeply in the heart, a knowing that often defies logic, and yet feels unmistakably real. But here's where things become nuanced. Truth doesn't always make sense, at least not in the ways we expect. Consider this. Truth creates space. It doesn't confine, it expands. It opens doors for love, compassion, and wisdom to move freely, even when it arises from moments of darkness or pain. Truth is the thread that connects us to the divine source of infinite possibilities, of infinite fertility. Ask yourself, what truths do I carry in my heart that may not fit neatly into the expectations of others? How can I trust my truth, even when it challenges the norms of the world around me? To understand truth, we must also understand imbalance. For thousands of years, much of humanity has viewed God through a singular lens, a masculine archetype defined by authority, perfection, and omniscience. This version of God has been passed down through the hands of men, written, preached, and embodied through their interpretations of divine will. This masculine depiction of divinity has given rise to immense growth, progress, and innovation. But this progress has come at a cost. When taken to extremes, the masculine principle can become rigid, hierarchical, and driven by fear, an energy that is exhausting, competitive, and often destructive. Ask yourself, 1. Where in my life am I relying too much on control, logic, or force? 2. How can I bring more softness, trust, and intuition into my experience? Now let's reflect on the feminine principle, the aspect of divinity that has been long suppressed. For centuries, the divine feminine was silenced, dismissed, and even feared. The feminine was labeled as dangerous, unpredictable, and dark. Witchcraft, a sacred connection to natural cycles and creational power, was demonized. Women, embodiments of this divine creative force, were marginalized, ridiculed, and often persecuted. But here's the truth. This rejection of the divine feminine is, at its core, a rejection of ourselves. Humanity would not even exist if not for the sacred union of masculine and feminine energies, if not for the mothers who carried, birthed, and nurtured life into being. Take a moment to reflect. Where have I internalized narratives that diminish the feminine? How can I honor the creative, intuitive, and nurturing aspects of myself and others? The imbalance between masculine and feminine energies doesn't only affect individuals, it shapes societies and timelines. When we suppress the feminine, we become disconnected from our ability to heal, rest, and nurture. Instead, we become trapped in cycles of endless productivity, chasing results at the expense of our well-being. We reach outward for validation and temporary pleasures, rather than turning inward to heal the wounds of our ancestors and reclaim our inner balance. Much of our collective struggle with self-destructive behaviors, attachment issues, and addictions stems from spiritual wounds that can only be healed by embracing both the light and the dark aspects of ourselves. Ask yourself, am I seeking external validation to soothe an inner wound? How can I create space to heal and reconnect with the wisdom of my heart? How do I restore balance between yin and yang, her and him? The first step is awareness, recognizing the imbalance within and around us. This isn't about rejecting the masculine or worshiping the feminine in isolation. It's about creating harmony. Here's a practice to restore balance in your daily life. Breathe in both energies. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. As you inhale, imagine breathing in the strength, clarity, and focus of the divine masculine. As you exhale, breathe out softness, intuition, and surrender to the divine feminine. Visualize unity. Imagine a radiant light at your center, where these energies intertwine, neither overpowering the other but dancing in harmony. Affirm, I am a reflection of the divine union. I honor both my masculine and feminine energies as sacred and whole. This practice helps you honor and integrate both aspects of your being, creating a space where healing, creation, and transformation flow freely. Restoring balance isn't just personal, it's collective. When you embody balance in your life, you contribute to a ripple effect that touches the world. You're not just healing yourself, you're healing ancestral wounds and reshaping the collective consciousness. Every act of compassion, every moment of rest, every time you trust your intuition, you weave new threads of balance into the tapestry of existence. Ask yourself, how can I show up as an embodiment of balance in my relationships and work? How can I hold space for others to reconnect with their own divine balance? As we conclude, remember this. To keep the light and the dark of consciousness alive, we must create balance between the divine feminine and masculine within ourselves and in the world. It is not weakness to rest, to nurture, or to trust your intuition. It is an act of courage and wisdom. Likewise, it is not oppressive to create structure, to lead, or to act with strength. It is sacred when aligned with love. By honoring both her and him, you become an embodiment of unity, an alchemist of truth, weaving the infinite into form. Thank you for sharing this journey with me today. Until next time, may your heart remain open to the fluidity of truth, your mind attuned to balance, and your spirit grounded in the sacred dance of yin and yang.